Hello my friends, Cheeks here, and welcome to Product Patrol. I am excited to actually be doing my first book review. Now today I would like to talk about a book that I thought was very informative and it touched me as a YouTuber. And today we're talking about this awesome book, YouTube Secrets. This book was released on August 16th, 2018 by the author Cannell and Benji, which have been in the YouTube industry for many, many years. Now you can get this book on audible.com. I'll put a link for you guys. This will get you an Audible free trial. Now the reason I decided to do a book review as a YouTuber, I thought, okay, maybe I already know so much and there's not gonna be that many secrets that's gonna just come out of the book. At the end of the day, this book has actually done very well. And I've been following Benji and Sean for many years, and I've watched many of their videos to help me grow as a YouTuber. And I thought, you know what? For just under 4 hours of reading, this book is actually 3 hours and 38 minutes. Maybe there's something in there that I could benefit from that maybe I've overlooked. And this is something that maybe you, as a YouTuber, or even somebody just getting into becoming a creator and making videos and growing a channel that might want to think about. So why should you read this book? You should read this book if you feel that you need some motivation, you need some basic principles, and you just need an overview of the many steps involved into growing a YouTube channel. Now, the breakdown of this book. It has 13 chapters, and at the beginning of the book, they just talk a little bit about their beginnings, and there's basically two parts to this book. Part one is strategy, and it talks about their 7 principles that they highlight, which is the 7 C's. Courage, clarity, channel, content, community, cash, and consistency. Courage, starting a YouTube channel, there is a fear involved. There's negativity out there, and when should I start? How should I start? They talk about how to have that courage to proceed in YouTube. Clarity. So what is your goal on YouTube? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. So you have to define and make a foundation on YouTube. Now what this kind of means when I say clarity is how you're going to start your channel and how do you see the end game. So you're creating what they call a roadmap, is you're always focusing on that. So you stay on the path, so you're clear on what you want your audience to see from you. What are you projecting for the channel? Another good quote that he puts in the book is you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And that was by Will Rogers. Now that is kind of cool. When people come to your channel, you want to basically let them see what you're all about. So you have 5 seconds to make it great. And you want to show them everything you can in your channel so they know everything about you, and do your best to make it look great, as good as it can be, because you're welcoming people to your channel. So think about it. Take that time. Get the body of your channel, so the way it looks, how you set it up, your name, description, keywords in your channel, your avatar, all these kind of cool things is your channel. Content. Chapter 4 talk about content, how you impact everybody that watches what's on your channel. You want to hold viewers' attention as much as possible. Think of it as they say a TV channel, and your videos are your shows, and you want to make them look great, and you want to captivate your audience so they keep coming back and they hunger for more. So they want to tune in, and you want to get them to tune in more and more and keep coming back and ultimately subscribe to your channel. Now in chapter 5, they're talking about community. What is community? Connecting you to your audience. And your community grows, you grow. You want to ask people to click the notification button so they know when you're having the next video. You want to promote your channel's social media feeds. Ask people to leave comments, reply, and engage with comments and people. And there's a secret in there, but you're gonna have to read it. I'm not going to tell you everything about each chapter, but let's move on. Chapter 6, they talk about cash, monetizing your content. You think, why am I on YouTube? There is cash involved. You need money for resources to make your channel grow, and it does cost money. Now that's not a reason they talk about why you should monetize your channel. So they're saying ultimately don't think of money as the reason why you're doing YouTube. The money will come, but at first grow your influence and your trust with your community, and then the money will follow. They actually talk about 10 different ways to grow your revenue or make money on YouTube by following these 10 different ways. And you got to read the book. Chapter 7, consistency. Systems and principles you put in place to grow your channel. So making the videos, using equipment, learning more about YouTube, just day to day, just even showing up. You're growing your consistency and you're growing. They recommend once per week. So that's 52 videos a year. If you're going to do this, do it once a week. So you have 52. So that's consistently you're providing content. If you can ultimately do it more, that'll be great. But you got to balance your life. You want to be like, as I said, they'll go back to this, a TV show and a TV channel. You want to put on that show like, let's say, Jeopardy. It's once a week, so you look forward to it once a week. So don't be like crazy and doing it different days or months, or do one here when you feel like it. Be consistent. It's professional as well. Now, after the 7 C's of their YouTube principles they talk about, they go into part 2 of the book. It's tactics, and this is social media. So what you want to do is use a social media platform that best suits your content for that channel. Not everything fits the same mold, so you want to mix it up and not be generic and just shoot it out to everywhere that you can. Ultimately, they said it's better than nothing, but if you can actually target different platforms, that would be great. And this is all building your brand on YouTube. In chapter 9, they talked about discoverability. Great tips on how you ultimately utilize SEO, search engine optimization, to get viewers to see your channel. They made an analogy that no one's going to find you on the second page of Google. So you got to work hard to hustle your channel and your videos to be noticed on the top of the rankings. And the more you can get it up, the more people you're going to see. In chapter 9, they talk about collaboration, which is something I need to do more, which working with other influencers. So if you had a food channel and you had 100,000 subscribers, work with somebody else who maybe had similar subscribers and in the same food type of channel, niche, then you could work together and grow each other's audiences. Now, chapter 11, they talk about trends and tentpoles. So what's a trend? So a trend is a viral moment happening in internet culture. Well, let's just say, for example, they had the toy of the year, let's say, for Christmas time. They have that crazy hot toy. Well, that could be a Google trend. Like everybody wants that toy, and everyone's talking about that toy. So let's say one year was Furbies. Back in the 80s, it was Cabbage Patch Dolls and LOL surprises last year. You know what I mean? Jump on those trends, because when they're happening, you're going to ride that wave, because it's actually when it starts to trend, you want to be on that, because that's where everybody in the internet is watching and listening and talking about and has that interest for that trend. So if it's a product like a toy, or it's a challenge, let's say, gossip in the news, you want to take advantage of that. And also they're talking about tentpoles. Tentpoles are a reoccurring event in time. And I guess the easiest example is a holiday. So be prepared when Halloween comes. So if you're going to do a video, and let's say you were doing a craft, you had a craft channel, I'll just do an example I just came up with myself, but just learning from the strategies in this book. Maybe take some time and plan to make pumpkin themed craft and do a video, because in the month of October, people are starting to watch interesting things about Halloween, and pumpkins is kind of like a Halloween kind of thing. So, you know, get prepared. In chapter 12, they're talking about team. And when you're building a YouTube channel, they're talking about that it's a lot of hard work, and you want to leverage your time with people that will help support you. You have family, you have friends, or maybe you need to hire somebody to leverage out tasks, because you want to be able to have time to focus on the main things that you could be doing, so your time is valuable. So if you could have somebody else doing something, put that task onto somebody else if you can. And family and friends is great if you want to hit support from them. And many YouTubing channels have their family involved in the channel. You may have a spouse or a sibling helping you with editing, camera work, whatever it is. Every great channel that was out there was built by normally a team of people helping to make it great. Surround yourself with others to help grow your channel. You want to be inspired, you want people to help you out. In chapter 13, they're talking about think differently. Be unique. And they talk about this in the chapter. Be unique. You want to be different. You're on YouTube, you don't want to do the same thing that everyone else is doing. Everybody's over here. Do something over here. And then people may say, hey, this guy's doing something different. And that's what they're talking about in this channel. Now you're following two YouTubers that have done many videos, have been using equipment, have been hustling, have been interviewing. They've been doing everything that's involved growing a successful YouTube channel. And actually you can see that if you follow them, watch their videos, or just see their channel. That the channels, actually multiple channels they've been involved in, and you can see their numbers and their audience. It just blows your mind. So they've encapsulated this in this book. And I thought, you know, a couple of cool things I want to point out about the book. So the first thing is they're actually the authors of the book, and they've been the ones with the voices in the book. So they're reading the chapters, and it's like you're listening to them tell a story. And it's truly inspiring. And one other cool thing too I just got to talk about is they actually put some quotes in the book that relate to each chapter and bring an idea to life. The one common theme that I want to stress highly in this book, YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. If you're expecting fast results to grow a YouTube channel, then think again, because it is a lot of work. So yes, there's viral videos that can be great, but they're far but few. And they're just trying to like manage your expectations with YouTube. So going back to another thing that I liked about this book was their quotations. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great, by Zig Ziglar. Now the conclusion of the book, they just talk about simple things. Basically hustle for success. By using all these strategies they had talked about earlier will help you grow a successful YouTube channel. So it all takes a foundation to grow it. You know, you want to follow somebody or read somebody's book if they've already done something and they've proven that they've done it. And you're just listening to them and their experience in this book. What I can say about the book, if you're coming about the expectation that there's all these secrets and tips in there that you're just so juicy and no one knows about, well, they're probably not there. But what is there is that foundation that you need to listen to on the basics, that you should be looking to all the aspects of YouTube to build that channel. Because YouTube is growing every day, and they are saying that between 2018 and 2020, there's going to be 3 to 5 billion new users on YouTube. That's crazy. So it's not stopping, it's growing. YouTube is the second most search engine on the internet next to Google. So people are searching for things. Things are changing all the time. So it's kind of hard to provide you all these tips and secrets if you think about it, because they're always changing. YouTube changes its algorithm, things are changing. You need to actually get involved, and you have to keep working at YouTube. There is no 100% tips and strategies that they could tell you that you wouldn't know about, or secrets. They're basically the important ones that they've learned themselves. At the end of the chapter, the conclusion that they talk about is coming here, what it means to you as YouTube, and you feel it in this book, because they talk from the heart. Never forget why you started YouTube. And that should be important to you as a YouTuber or a creator on YouTube, is to stay focused and believe in what you've done and what you want to do, and be passionate about it. Also, at the end of the book, questions, different links. They show you ways and where to go for all those extra things that you probably were asking about. And the number one question that they talked about in here that everyone asked them, they answered it in the book. And here it is, the number one question asked. How do I get more subscribers and views on YouTube? Did you want to know that answer? Check the book. So just a recap, ultimately I found value in this book, so I do recommend the book because it will give you a lot of the strategies and basics to help grow your channel. Because you should know all of the aspects to grow a channel. There's a lot of frustrations in YouTube, they talk about that, and where do you go for help? What do you do? Now I'm going back to my channel and seeing what things that I haven't done that he's pointed out to me. You can buy the book on Amazon or Audible. You can actually like the Audible version because I can actually listen to it. And when I get the author like Benji and Sean actually talking with their own words, it feels like that connection. The only negative I can find with the book is I thought that it could be longer. So there was even more juicy stuff that they could have put in that book. Maybe they're gonna create more books, or you just go follow their channel and find those specific topics that you're looking for. So check it out on Amazon or check it out on Audible. And if you wanna check out the link, I put a link there for a trial offer, just click it. Thank you for watching here, Product Patrol, big fun product reviews. And hey, my first book review, hope you like it. Leave a comment on your thoughts on what you found on this book. Was it helpful? So live life loud, cheers, and cheeks out. Hi Benji, hey Sean. You're truly inspiring on my journey in YouTube, and hopefully I'll have a chance to maybe one day collab with you or interview you guys. And I look forward to it. I know you guys are in Vegas a lot. If you're ever around the Toronto area, please reach out, let me know, or you already mentioned in the book, Google Hangouts. When you want to collab with people, you can check that out, Google Hangouts. Hey, let's do a Google Hangout. I've actually never done a Google Hangout, so maybe you can give me some tips. But I look forward to everything that you guys do for YouTubers and helping us creators grow through your education, your mentoring, your tips, your strategies. I love it. And great book. It was a great first book that you guys did, and looking forward to more. Bye-bye. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.